Coming up on this week's Retro Robin Show, we're going to go back to 1984, take a look at 4 new games from out of the particular Crash magazine and give them the re-review treatment, as well as look at some more modern games. And we have a new feature. We have Play the Game, indeed, where I find a particular game that hasn't been mentioned in a long time or not seen very often, and I give it a go and give it a rating. So if you want a bit of great FP2 music in the background of your retro weekend with a little bit of 8-bit, yep, if you love a bit of 8-bit, why not join me now? And of course Emo, there, my AI dancing robot, who's about to bust some moves on the Retro Robin Show. Emo, we haven't got time to dance, mate. You need to start the title, son. Get to it. If you got an AI robot, you might as well just throw him in the bin and do all the work yourself. Run the tiles. Hello and welcome to the Retro Robin Show with me, Wayne, and Emo, my AI dancing robot. What's on today's show? We're going to go back to 1984 this time round, to April, yes, issue number 3 of Crash, where we'll be taking 4 particular games and giving them the re-review treatment. Hopefully we will find a hidden gem, a game that time has forgot. Or maybe it's just one you haven't seen in a long time, and I'll give you that little burst of nostalgia. As well as having a look at some more modern games that have recently come out over the previous 5 years. Well, mainly, the majority of them are from this year. From Homebrew Scene, which will give the Retro Robins treatment, and give them the marks out of 10. Thus will happen with the re-reviews from 1984. Do they stand the test of time? Well, why don't you watch the show and find out, see what my thoughts are. And as always, I'd like to see what your thoughts are. What are you doing, Emo? You think he's going to start dancing in a minute? Oh, he was dancing, he's just stopped. Leave a comment in the comments below. I appreciate it and I will try to get back to you. Right, this show is run off the Engo clone, the clone of the Spectrum Next, to which I was on Nick's chat earlier and it working terrifically. So get yourself there. In fact, we believe that even with the Spectrum Net, you can also get on the online chat too, which is absolutely great. A whole community of like-minded individuals all loving their retro from yesteryear. We're going to be doing some Commodore games in future shows, some new games that have come out for the Commodore, which I'd like to take a look at, and of course we're all friends now, aren't we? Honest. Please, subliminal more message on the screen, subscribe. AY tune provided by the Spectrum Plus 3 today, as well as the Harlequin 128K clone, which I've soldered up. I must show you that because I've got the LED illuminated keyboard on it as well, and that looks really nice. And the toast track. So, if you love a bit of 8-bit, well then you're going to love a bit of this. Join me now. What do you say, Emo? He looks angry. First game today then. Oh, tune. Kind of like that. Frantic Pengo. That'll be coming up later. I've chose this one. We're going to have a look at the brief look at the loading screen. And there's the loading screen. Very nice, colourful. Pretty much well done. There's no colour clash there at all, is there? But there's plenty going on. So I do like the loading screen. There's the name of the game. Can you save the day? Well, probably with me playing, no. But we're going to give it a go anyways. Warning, we do have an annoying bleep sound. It's not too bad, but I'll just want to pre-warn you. So, oh, it's like back in 1983 all over again, isn't it? Well, anyways, with that type of horrendous bleep music, which I'm going to turn down now, we get the option to redefine the keys, which I'm going to take that option. I can use joystick, it automatically goes to joystick, but we're not going to. We're going to turn that there just a touch because we're going to play the game now. Because that is just going to do my head in. Anyway, I've got to keep looking at the keys now because I forgot what there was. You're this character here, and very straight away, what I do like about it. Let's enlarge the screen just a touch more, shall we? There you go. It's how colourful it is already. I mean, I know this is the ULA Possible Plus version, but there's your dining table. This is your den. There's various tasks you have to do, but it reminds me a little bit of the Rocky Horror Show to start with, because you've got to collect picture and get them all hanging up in the gallery. These are ropes that you can go up. Once you've collected your picture, which is incidentally this one there, you can only pick up one item at a time, so you need to go straight back to your den. Which where, you know, you don't need to go in exactly. It'll automatically place it there as you enter the room, and then you have to go and find the rest of the artwork, shall we say. Which is not too bad. Now the map, yeah, you've got to follow him. You have to follow him. He's fairly big, fairly substantial. This screen here, I think is really nicely done. Lots of great graphical effects. There we go. There's the first part. And we're not gonna try and complete the game in this one particular manoeuvre. We're gonna have a look around it a little bit. As you can see, there are. Oh, that's your death. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. That is your death sequence. Just trying to avoid that guy. There we go. Up in the clouds now, slowly. Yep, so it's not just that, but then there are certain objects you need to collect and return them to the den, of course. Oh, I couldn't see me escaping that. Lots of interesting looking sprites, definitely some great looking background. Not quite Monty Mole. Right, you start off exactly where you've entered the screen, so there's no getting away from it. You can't cheat on this. Ah, get down there. Oh, we dropped down the moles just, didn't it? Oh well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Didn't realise I could do that, but now we have. We're good to go. Let's get this bit back in the den so as I can collect something else. Ah, look, there you go. We got food on the table. Nice bed. Not sure about the blankets there though, do you? Yep, timing again required. Acorn dropping from the ceiling effect. Those green things don't kill you, but I ain't going to chance it. Oh, the screen becomes fairly interesting, doesn't it? Because there's a fair few pieces here you do have to avoid. Now I can't jump, I have to drop down a level in order to jump up there, so right, we're gonna collect that picture, drop down here, get back to the den, and so on and so forth. So I played this game a little bit, I found it interesting, a little bit slow moving. There's no AY tune in the game, so the AY tune you can hear in the background is the one I've provided, which is running off the... Oh, look, there was a little glitch there. That wasn't the ladder, was it? But was able to get through it. Can I do that again? Yeah, I can. That helps you out a little bit, to be fair, knowing these little secrets. As you can see, we're getting the picture together. Right, what do I think of the game? Well, to be fair, there is no sound other than sound effects. There's no AY sound, so It is purely a 48K Spectrum game. It's very colourful, very graphically pleasing. Sprites are quite well done, very interesting indeed. Manoeuvrability fine. It hasn't got some horrendous collision control where you're a minor pixel away, and you can get pretty close to them, to be fair. Watch. Oh yeah, in that case it killed me straight away, but hence be the case. What do I think then? Well, apart from the fact that the sound lets it down, the game ain't too bad. It can be quite tedious, keep going back to where you start from, but it's a platformer, so that's just the way it works. Developed with a development tool, of course. Marks out of 10? Got to give that about a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was good. Give it a go. It's available. I believe it's from Itch. Make a donation of £1 or more. Help the coder out, and I'll keep them developing games in the future. Yeah, I like that. Wasn't very good at it, but I liked it. Next game of the day. Oh, love this tune in the background. The sound of Nixie and the Seeds of Doom. Got both the ULA Plus version and AY version of this game. Great game, by the way. I suggest you play this one. It's good. I'd love to get that for a crash cover tape, but I doubt if I'll get permission. Feeling hungry? Fancy a bit of fish and chips? More annoying beeper music. I'll tell you what, beeper music when amplified can be quite in your face, can't it? So yeah, right, fish and chips, it is what it says on the tin. You play 2 characters and it tells you what to do. It's a bit of a slower moving game. Get to choose your difficulty. Okay, which will do, thank you very much. Have I got my Kempston plugged in? I don't know. Make sure my joystick's plugged in before we start the game. Right, you're here, in and out of the room. If you swap, I think it's, is it caps to change? You can change to different, you can actually fly. Different machines and robots, shall we say. You got a freeze rate. There we go. Which you don't want to use up too much. There's a lever on there that you've got to pull. I've forgotten how to swap now. There we go. So you can swap your character. You can either be fish or you can be chips. Yeah. Can I go through this door? This door is locked, so obviously we've got to fetch a key. And I think there are keys that can make you fly as well. So as you can see, you can hover around. And as you see, I've swapped characters. So if I land now, you can see that the robot. Oh, hey, job done. Managed to get rid of him. So let's swap. There we go. I'm swapping again. Oh, don't want that happening. So despite the fact that I've killed the guy, he will return. Not you, Emo. This door is locked. Yeah, okay. See if I can click that. So by pressing space, it helps you to fly as well. Yeah, I had a good play of it. There's a birdie. You've got to get him, by the way. And I don't think he's avoiding me. So right, quite large sprites, quite graphically pleasing, quite slow moving, a little bit frustrating working out what to do. But I thought the game itself was quite well done. And I did get into playing it quite a bit. It reminded me a little bit of like Pajama Rama, everyone's a Wally type game where you're this character here, which you can use keyboard or joystick. Yeah, I know that door's locked. Just try getting through it. But it's a memory game, so if you can remember where things are to start with, just for instance, that plant pot up in that shelf there, I'm sure you collect one of them on Pajama. I thought it was quite good. I thought it was clever the way you could swap the characters, and I quite enjoyed it. I've got to get links, of course, posted on that. Don't forget, if you need to get in touch with me and you'd like to make a suggestion on games that can be put on the Crash cover tape, follow the link below, and here's my email address coming across the screen now, acewayne27@live.co.uk. Let me try that again. acewayne27@live.co.uk. Sound like Jeremy Vine. Marks out of 10 then. I'm going to go straight down the middle once again. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. Don't think it was quite as good as the first game I played today, but it definitely was a little bit more in the graphics. But the first game was a bit more colourful. Do you agree? Leave your comments. This game has great AY tune to start with. There's the name of the game. And of course all the relevant information there is at the bottom. I love the sound of the AY tune, and it's got a boring opening start because it's just text, so there's no colourful graphics on the front, which is presentation wise lets it down a little bit. But what's the actual main game like? Well, you're this character again. Just a simple platforming game. But what I don't like about it, you've got that jump mechanic where you can change in mid-air that I don't like. Some people do. But as soon as you've collected all them, there seems to be no point because they come straight back. So I don't understand why you need to collect things. The death sequence is it's a little bit iffy to say the least. A lot of dull, no animation sprites in this. They're just literally moving up and down, but there's no other movement than that. The same with the main character. You've got that direction, but its eyes do actually move up and down a little bit. Very dark in stature. Oh, game over was pretty quick, but we'll start again. So we've collected those for no reason other than we can collect them. We'll try and get into the game a little bit further, proceed a bit further down the channel. Oh yeah, there's a look before you leave doesn't go amiss here. If you can, just try and make your way through the maze, which is a reasonable size. There's plenty of screens to go at. Other than collecting those yellow things though, that seems strange, isn't it, that as well? Spotted that earlier. Even though I came in on that level, I started on the top level, which makes it extremely hard, because you don't know where you're going to start on the screen. Anyway, I'm losing all my lives rapidly here, so I might as well start this again in a minute. What do I think of the AY tune? It's good, but it's a short loop. We're going to go down here now and have a look at a bit more of the maze. What's Emo up to? I have no idea. Just a bit of patience is what's required. Looks like you're in some sort of giant tree. Oh, so to proceed any further, I don't think you can... I need to check that. Let's see if we can go through the waterfall. Oh. Game over. I'll tell you what, I'll get back to that stage. Okay, we got back here with all 3 lives intact. I can see that we've got to jump over him nicely. Oh, where did I manage that? I was going to see if I could go through the waterfall, but yes, you can. What the point was, I don't know. Oh, that could be awkward, couldn't it? See, I came in through the top of the screen on this occasion and put you straight back there. Anyway, that's where I want to be to get over this guy, to be honest, so I'm not too worried about that. That, even though it's the same colour, looks like it's a lift. Yeah, so that's to bear in mind. Sort of lets you know that that is something you can use to get round or back up there to a later stage. And it looks like we've got to time this very carefully because there are 2 lifts exactly where there's some baddies. Okay, we picked something up. And when we get a slow delay. Right then, I think I've played this long enough. I would say it's boring sprite wise. There's no animation in the sprites, which is a shame. If they'd have moved a little bit, a couple of frames of animation would have made it a little bit more interesting. The same with the platforms, they just simply go up and down, so there's no real effort being put in there. Scenery wise, it's okay. There's a nice bit of artwork with the greenery, I like that. What's the point of collecting them when they just keep reappearing? If they was to stay disappeared, then fair enough, that would be good, but they come back, you know, so you could go in and out of the room and continuously collect them, building up your score. So I don't understand that. There's no point to that. But maybe that's not the aim of the game, is to go around collecting those things. But you know, if it's going to be a scoring game, which you've got there, I wouldn't have them coming back. It doesn't make sense to me. Horrible jump mechanic. Great opening AY tune. Same about the presentation where it's just text. Bit of graphical artwork there to give it some feel of the game maybe. Other than that, I got bored of it pretty quickly, and it's not going to get a bad rating, but 6 out of 10, that's what I felt the game deserved. And yeah, do you agree? Always eager to tell me, let me know what you think. Let's get on with it and get to the next one. The game is a sequel. It's one that I've chose that's a follow-up to a game that I played the AY tune earlier. The game indeed is called... Oh, I love that little loading screen. Lovely opening AY tune. Developed with the D engine or G engine or whatever it was. Can't make out that last letter. But you heard me use the Frantic Pengu theme at the start of the show. Well, this is the follow-up. This is the second one. I for info. Okay. Your keys are QAOP, which are all you need to know. And hopefully we will go quite far. M to start, we'll do that. Turn it down a little bit because it looks like it's going to be a loud one. Right, you're here. You've got to get this triangle square. If you shove these blocks into those horrible things, there you go, you can kill them. If you kill them all off by trying to go through blocks that won't move, you will eat them. So, hang on. keep eating the blocks that I don't want to eat. I got him. Did I get him? Well, if I got him, why is he still there? There we go. Should get that one? There you go. Now, these green things, you've got to get them together. When you get two of them together, they start flashing. So you've got a limited time by the looks of things to get them all together. You can only shove them a couple of blocks at a time. Right, hopefully now. We're going to push this one, there we go, and now hopefully we can get all three of these together. When you get them together, yep, 50, 50, 50, 150 points rewarded. We're able to move on to the next screen. The indication of the arrow shows you, hey, look, come this way. Okay, well done. Music stops. Move on to the next level. Next level, there's less you can do. There's less blocks for you to throw, so you've got to use them quite sparingly. One down. Don't eat your blocks, otherwise you'll run out of things you can throw at them. Oh, he's just moving the block out of the way. Bugger. If he comes down here, he's had it. No, he hasn't. Okay. Anyway, all is not lost, because if you do run out of blocks, just get the three green things together. If you don't get them together, then you can't complete the game. Or complete the level, not so much the game. We got two of them together. As you can see, they start flashing. So I presume that's only giving you a limited amount of time to get the rest together. Yeah, there's a little horrible thing as well that you... Good little death sequence there, don't you agree? Good little death sequence. Right, let's see if this time round we're able to kill a few more of them off. Two down. Three down. Okay. No, I don't want to be doing that. I do want to be doing that because I don't want to leave me in a situation where I can't get the three together. Now, see if I can get up there. Get round to collect that one. There we go. All I've got to do now is get rid of that baddie. Which is, I have to say, easier said than done. He's coming after me. Is he going to come my way? Gotcha. And I'm able to get to the next screen, and if we were quick about it, also focus isn't playing up, is it? That's good. I've got a way around that now. I can do a different type of view. There we go. Well done. You've completed that level. Music starts again. This time there's two sides and there's a big bird guard in the middle of it. So, oh, you've pushed my block out of the way. You horrible little flipping sprite. Okay, you're going to pay for that. There you go. Oh, hell. I missed him. Oh no. Oh, he's eating. When they go that shape, they start eating the blocks. When they're this shape, they can't eat the blocks. You've just got to get them. No. Gotcha. Okay, now we've done that, we can go across. Try and get these three blocks together, but unfortunately to get the three blocks together, I've got to make it through here. So when he's at the bottom, go and run for your life. Knowing that you also will need to... Isn't it annoying? Don't you eat my blocks. That's it. Ha! Yeah, they can kill each other. Oh, then they just killed me. I'm not gonna finish it. Oh, oh no. So you get a repeating of that tune to show that you've died. Alright, enough already. Let's get on with it. What do I think of the game? Well, the ending sequence is there. I thought the game was a fun play. It's a little puzzle type game as well as adventure sort of, well not adventure, a puzzle type action game, if you know what I mean, where you've got to solve the way round to doing it. You have to be reasonably quick, and they're not great, brilliant sprites, but there's a lot of animation in your own sprite for the death sequence alone. There's a lot of work gone into the AY tune, which gives it that sort of intensity, and just like the first game, I loved it. It was good because you've got small character, lots of scream area, an awful lot you can do. Give it a go, available for download of course. Remember to tip the coders. What am I rating for it then? Love that tune as well, it is pretty good. I give that an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a fantastic game, fantastic play, great feel, great AY tune, and certainly lived up to the billing of the first one. So yeah, and I will definitely be using that AY tune in the future. On to some more then, let's go for some Crash re-reviews. Oh, Timo just told a joke. I'm not going to repeat it, it's not worth it. Right, we're going back to Crash Magazine. Crash was classed as Crash Micro Games Action. April 1984, it would have cost you 75%. We got a new feature today. It's called Play It Again. Game of the month. Not Crash Smashes were the order of the day. One of those games of the month that I won't be playing will be Blue Thunder, which would have cost you £5.95 and was by Richard Wilcox, who was also the author as well as producer. Today's first game, however, oh yeah, there is a Play the Game that I might as well give it a go in a minute. Today's first game was by Quicksilver / Salamander, and it was 48k only. Would it cost you £6.95? And I just need to select it now. What is the name of the game? Well, it's Laser Squad. Laser Zone, not Laser Squad. Just looking at my literature, got that wrong straight away, didn't I? Anyway, I think we need to have a look at the game, don't we? Has it got a loading screen? Well, I don't think it has. Told you bleeper can be quite harsh. Let me just adjust that for you. Well, there we go. Look, we've got all sorts there, haven't we? So I think you're able to enable Kempson straight away. I'm not 100% sure. You've got training. I'll let the demo play. Yeah, so the demo's pretty good. A game of this is the demo. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Nice border effect, isn't it? Nice border effect. While the demo's playing, I'll turn that down and we'll change the A1 music as well. Use of computer. Sorry. I'll get with the programming in it, I will honestly. Use of computer, 72%, graphics 68%, playability 85%, getting started 94%, addictive qualities 90%, value for money 75%, reminder, £6.95 was the price of this game back in 1984. Overall, 81%, that's quite a high rating for quite a simple, basic concept of a game. I'm going to go to training because in training, right, Fine. Bad luck. Oh no. That's not the ending tune. I'll get to training, right? Just to show you something. Come on then. I do find that when you're playing these old games, that sometimes it does seem a bit slow. Okay, so it's QA, left and right. It's P and, well, it's, oh no, it's 0. It's 0 and O, up and down. You can fire at angles, yeah. With the O, while you're holding fire, this bottom one doesn't fire until you change directions. So the controlling is quite tricky, however it's quite rapid. Let's play the game, if we can. Alright then, let's get going, shall we say. So to start the game, one player, S to start, away we go. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, nothing coming yet. Nothing coming yet. There, oh, we got monsters. And already I've lost control and I've lost the battle before I even fired one enemy out of the way. It's quite tricky. It's like trying to rub your belly and rub your head at the same time in opposite directions. Oh, got two. Yeah, is that a level clear? Or did I just die? Well, bad luck. Yeah, I lost a life, and I don't know how. Maybe I fired on myself. Ah, we need to get down there quick. Oh, I'm done for. I need the angle firing there, don't I? I've played enough, and I've heard enough of this tune already. It's getting on my nerves. What do I think of the game? Well, he got 81%. I didn't agree with Crash on that occasion. Even though it was probably an early game, I thought it was a 5 out of 10 at best. It's very, very fast, very, very furious, but I can't do that. Yeah, well, on that's got to go that way. See, and I certainly can't do that with my fingers. That's why I would never have made a good drummer. However, beating my own drum would have been a good thing for me to do. I would have made enough racket there as I'm making enough racket now. Is this one that you've played before? Are you any good at it? Can you beat that dismal high score that I've set? I bet you well can. I was going to swear then, but I stopped myself just in the nick of time because that Emo's joke was, he told me off for swearing. An AI robot told me off. Now I'm the one that controls the power out the plug, which charges him up. That was the first Crash re-review of today. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, you can hear the tune in the background. It's a classic, isn't it? Alvida saying Monty. A guy I'd like to get in touch with for an interview is Peter Hope. I believe he walked away from the scene now. This is one of his classics, and he's a phenomenal coder, or was back in the day. Monty Mole being his first game, and we've created an entire franchise of mole games, and even some of the more modern mole games have been done, such as the Honey Run Monty and Monty in the Temple of something, Lost Souls, I don't know, whatever it is. Anyways, we're going to go for this game. This next game is this one coming up. We need to press 4 because these are all 48k games. I don't know if they're all compatible. What an absolutely sensational loading screen. We've got to do me a favour. I'm going to watch that load. I've decided to load it, so as you can see the loading screen, while it's loading, look at that sensational loading screen, very colourful. No two colours are used in any particular letter ever again. Great, that is good to see. And this was back in 1984. And of course, there you go, graphics by, well, the graphics was by Jason Austin, no relation to Steve Austin. Producer Automania, it would have cost you £6. The user computer was given 83% Graphics was given 91%, playability 84%, getting started 74%, addictive quality 79%, value for money 83%, £6 bang on. Overall rating then was 82%. So, what is this game about? Well, it looks interesting, but it also looks like a Qbert clone. Qbert, bring down the megahertz, else we're never going to be able to play it. I'm going to go for keyboard, right? You can have micro speech on this, which is, you know what? Why didn't they think about putting a bit of hardware in the Spectrum Next that allows you to use the micro speech from games so as it recreates that? That would have been a good idea. Because there's a few games that have got micro speech in, and those, well, was anyways back in the day. Always funny to hear that going. I'm sure they could have done that using the Raspberry Pi some road. Maybe, I don't know. Am I thinking out of the box here? Okay, there you go. First screen. No real sound other than the sound of the actual jumping. Obviously this was before the days of AY, so they can be forgiven for that. And that's why I've got LV to say Monty in the background providing a bit of music for you. How do I get it started? Well, it's a good question. I believe I just press fire, which in this case is going to be, I forgot what fire is. Start is exactly what it should be. Right, so the keys are P, L and Q and A. Now I've got to grips with the keys, let's play the game. As I say, it's a Qbert clone. Cloning all the blocks in as quick as you can without running into that guy there. Once you've done that, you've got your first level cleared, then you move on to your next level. The level changes colour, but this time, oh, you can fall off the edge, which means I'm dead, which means, oh, game over. Right, great game over sequence. Let's give that a second try. Let's try again this time with a bit more effort. And I fell off the edge. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so try not to fall off the edge. There you go. I knew that last square would have been a bit difficult. I had to put a bit of concentration into it then. Oh right, it's different colour. Okay, this doesn't help if you're colourblind I suppose, but given it, I'd have probably played this on a black and pressed up. I fell off the edge. That's what happened there. Sometimes you see what I've done. I know what I've done, but you won't be able to tell what I've done until I actually tell you what I've done. And I've pressed that way and then I've just jumped off the edge. So given that said, it is a Qbert clone, if you like. I thought it was quite well done. I like the little bar sequence there with all the characters all having a drink in the bar potentially, and including the blobby greaser. But that would be me, the one behind the bar doing the serving. Well, it's not the bar actually. That looks like a, what does that look like? I know what it is, but I can't think of the word to tell you what it is. Ah, right, it's a pinball machine. There you go. Come to me, but not off the top of my head. 82%, was it worth 82% back in 1984? Well, yes, so I would have said 7.5 out of 10 is what I thought it was worth. Not quite as high as that. However, it is a very playable game, and when you get used to it, I suppose you could have lots of fun. I wonder if I've got the physical copy of this somewhere, because I must have. It must be quite a good seller back then, and I'd love to see the artwork on the cover tape. I need to look that up. Maybe I should do that in future shows, put the cover tape on. I'm going to cut this music now, sorry. Selected a classic tune for you now. Oh, DJ Retro Robbins in the house playing those classic AY tunes. And what do you know, this one's from the great game RoboCop by Ocean, of course. But that's not what we're here to do. We're here to do a re-review, and this is a 16k game. In fact, it would have cost you £6.95. Based a little bit on Bug Bite's Cabin Fighter. Give you a clue there. Give you a clue. Use of computer 79%, graphics 90%. Listen to this, this gets a lot of ratings in the high 90s. Playability 95%, getting started 90%, addictive qualities 90%. Well, you'd think this is on course for the first ever Crash Smash? Well, no, I'm afraid not. Addictive qualities is about as high as it goes. Well, sorry, playability is about as high as it goes with 75%, 95%. Tripping over my words listening to the tune. Total. Right, value for money 83%, overall rating then 88%. Why? If you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 ratings in the 90s, did it not get an overall rating of 90%? Well, use computer 79%. It's a 16k game. How can you not use the full 16k? But they didn't, and they managed to fit it in 16k. Maybe that's because they thought there was possibly a bigger market there. Indeed there was. Indeed there was. Will it have a loading screen? Well, I possibly don't know. So what we'll do is we'll load it manually and hopefully see if it has a loading screen. But believe me, if it's 16k, I cannot see it having a loading screen. It's got a loading screen, but it comes up with that first of all. That's interesting because I didn't realise this had a loading screen. So, that's the name of the game. I'm impressed. That is not a bad loading screen at all, is it really? I wonder what the cover art was. I need to start printing out the cover art and putting them on there with the takes because all the PDF files are available. I just need to get myself a reasonably good printer, as mine seems to have problems with the ink blocking up. Yep, it's an Epson. They want you, they practically give you the printer for 50 odd quid, but then the cartridges cost you twice as much overall. And if you don't use it on a regular basis, yep, they block up because that's just dreadful. Give me an old printer any day of the week, one I can top up with physical ink myself. I'll be more than happy. So what can I tell you about this game? Indeed, it is a little bit like Cavern Fighter or Penetrator, but maybe not as good. Apart from the graphics at the start there, it did get quite a decent rating though at 88%. Will it live up to expectations? Well, I won't endure you for the full loading sequence of this game. We'll do a jump cut. Of course, you'll get a jump cut with the AY music as well. Oh, we didn't need to. It's 16k, so it loaded in no time. Well, how about that? I forgot 16Ks don't take as long as 48Ks to load. Okay. Volume up, because I got a funny feeling this is not going to go well. Now the weird keys are. Oh, I'll tell you what, I hardly had a chance. Yeah, one's to accelerate, P's to A changes directions. Yeah. Oh, it's quick, isn't it? Love the A changes direction. So the keys are Q, Z, up and down. A changes direction, speeds you in one way. P speeds you in the other way. There's plenty of things happening on the screen, but oh, crashed again. There are people at the bottom I need to rescue, I believe. So there you go. There's somebody at the bottom. I think you can kill people if I stay down here. Well, I've seen enough of that because I know what the game's about. I have played it before and I was as bad then as I am now. So, yeah. 88% really? Back in 1984? No way! No way is that an 88%. Admittedly, the explosion of your ship detonating or getting destroyed is pretty good and pretty effective. There's lots of flashing colours there, and it is wireframe background. But I've played a lot better than that recently, and I certainly have played, you know, I'd have preferred Penetrator to that any day of the week. Well, mainly because I could cheat on Penetrator and alter the course to make it even easier for me to play. The best thing about that game is not in the game, it's the music in the background. Sorry, I'm going to give that 6.5 out of 10. You might not agree, but still. It's all about the monkey business, which is coming up next. I like this. This is an AY tune by Richard Hollins. It's not an AY tune, is it? Beeper via AY tune, bit of a mix of both. I don't know. Monkey business. Oh, there you go. Arctic Computing. That's going to come across loud, isn't it? What it cost you? £5.95. Use of computer was 57%. Graphics was given 62%. Playability was given 65%. Getting started was 75%. You know what I'm going to say. I didn't find it that easy to get started and I gave it a good go. Addictive quality is 68%. 75% the highest rating out of the 7 so far. Value for money 63%, £5.95. Right, I can tell you that most of this game is basic. I was able to hack it and have a look at it. However, the graphics is in code. There's a little bit of few code routine. Monkey Business overall rating was 65%. What is Monkey Business? Can you think of any other games with monkey in it? Well, I certainly can, so you pretty much know which monkey we're talking about, don't we? Yep, we're going to go for a Donkey Kong clone, which indeed I'm going to simulate the loading sequence, and we get to see if there's any loading screen a little bit longer. And well, 65% overall rating. That's quite low for Crash in these days, but let's get into the loading, shall we? So there's no loading sequence. This is about all you get. The program is loading, and you don't get that after the majority of the program is loaded. Yes, the first part of the program is basic and it takes forever to load, and then it loads the code afterwards, what gives you the program is loaded. Why wasn't that on the very start? I don't know. I would have put that straight away. This program is loading, then load the program and then the basic. However, maybe they was getting their head round about saving things to tape and doing it properly. I'm pretty impressed sometimes with people's way of making games load. Monkey Business. Let's pause this. So, Monkey Business, climb the ladder, reach the top and save the lady. Sound familiar? Yeah, well, you know what it's going to be. Donkey Kong all over again, isn't it? However, it's a basic version of Donkey Kong where the keys are 6, 7, 8, 9 and probably 0. Press any key. Right, 1 or 2 players? Well, yeah, there's 1. Okay, you don't actually appear on the screen till after the barrels have started rolling, and then you're able to appear on the screen. Now hopefully they won't go down there. Ah, splat, I fell straight through the screen. Yep, come on then. The barrels are virtually halfway down before you can get anywhere to them, can't you? You can't climb the ladder while you've got this in your hand, so you might as well use it. You don't have to actually hammer. However, it pays to be ready to go up the ladder. I'm not going to make it to the top, am I? No, because you never know when this hammer's going to disappear, and when it does, it doesn't give much warning. There you go, the hammer disappeared just as I was about to bash the barrel. Okay, this got 65%. Effectively 6.5 out of 10. This was a Donkey Kong clone and it was dreadful. In fact, even Donkey Kong didn't have the energy in this game to bash all the level scaffold down like that. He's sitting down, look. He's lazy. He's a lazy Kong. Fatty Kong. Shouldn't say that. Politically overweight Monkey Kong. You press brake, you can break it. And I have done so. Personally, 5 out of 10. I didn't like it. It was rubbish. It was slow. I don't get the fact that they start rolling the barrels and it's halfway down the screen before your graphical character, which is a blocky mess, not very great sprite, appears. So you're not speaking to you, Emo. Keep out of this. And I'm not swearing, so don't tell me off again. Did you like that game? I certainly didn't. We'll have one more and we'll wrap the show up, why not? And the AY tune of today is... Ooh. Great AY tune from a game that's going to appear on the Crash Magazine cover tape 2. Last week I reviewed it for you, and this week I'm playing the tune in the background. Why is it a good tune? It's stereo, it's great atmosphere for the game, and of course Matt from Batstar Arcade got to play it recently this week. Loved it actually, and thought he's got to get it, a physical copy for him to do a review. It's a bit of a brain teaser game, and there's 1 or 2 more that I'm going to show him that's really going to make his day. Have we got a loading screen? It's a little bit disappointing, but it is a loading screen. Right, if you're reading the book, Manic Miner of Tutankhamun. The game's called Tutankhamun. It was in a shoot. I didn't really see the ratings for it, but we're going to give it a rating and play it anyways today. I found it quite an amusing game. I hadn't seen it before. The loading screen is interesting. I don't know what those are meant to be in the sea next to obviously what is a penguin. You can see that is clearly a penguin, but they just look like sweets, don't they? Wrappers. A little bit daring with the sprites there, putting all those colours close together and not getting colour clash. That's not too bad, I suppose. Weird looking thing though. By Dominic Wood. Chip off the old block. Sorry, Dom. I have no idea what it would have cost you. I have no idea what Crash rated it, but however, I just wanted to play it. So what I'll do now is I'll skip ahead and we'll get to see the game in action. Well, I wish I hadn't pressed to stop recording. Start tomb level 1. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, you instantly go to Kempston. Oh, but if you notice the animation, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I'm just making sure I've got the right megahertz there. Collect everything you can before moving on. I needed the key to get through another level. I think the joystick automatically wants you to move, so yeah, it's a bit awkward to... Oh come on, that was a bit unfair, wasn't it? What was that, a bird or a bat? I don't know, I couldn't tell. Ha. Yes. Right, the screen will scroll as we move into it. Yep. If I go up, I can appear there. And now we can move on. We're doing well at the moment. I want to get up there, don't I? I bet there's a monster appearing this. Yeah. But while I'm there, it's not a problem. Ah, dead end time. Oh, what a place for him to appear. Okay, well, there's got to be a dead end. This is probably going to be a dead end. Yep, definitely is. So we've got to sort of We'll appear down there. We don't appear down there now because he's already there. That's good. Survived that bit well, didn't I? Oh, there you go. I collected the key earlier, and now because I collected the key, I should be able to, without dying, get to that point. Oh, don't want to be there. Get down. There we go. I love the way the score's going on. Yes! Interesting early game this is. Interesting early game. Strange looking sprites, background is... You know what? It's got a charm about it. I don't know what it is, but it's got a charm about it. Very playable game indeed, and it just wants me to play it again to see if I can get a little bit further. What do I think of the game? It's not a lot in it graphically, but I like the little maze at the top, which is a map that moves along as well as you going along. That's quite pretty good. You've got a time there, you've got a score, you've got a top score. You've got everything you need in that particular game, haven't you? So what do I think of it? Marks out of 10 for a game that I haven't even seen the rating of Crash, so I can't compare it to the Crash magazine rating. And this is a play the game game. This is the one I've selected for today's play the game, and I will definitely play the game because it's a very playable game. Do you agree? Have you played this before? Have I played this before? No, I've only played it previously before making this video. Marks out of 10 then? I think I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I know that's mad, isn't it? But that's just my personal opinion. I liked it. Well, there we go then. Time to wrap up the show. So, usual thank yous to everybody involved behind the scenes. Thanks to Brett from Babs Arcade. Please subscribe to his channel. He does a great little channel, mainly on the Spectrum Next, but a good variety of things as well. He builds little arcade units. I don't think he's doing that too many times now. Big thank you to Matthew Logan, always Richard Hollins, and anybody who's donated anything towards the Crash cover tapes. A big thank you to you as well. Don't forget the email address to get in contact with me, aceWayne27@co.live. Did I stumble over that earlier? I did, didn't I? aceWayne27@live.co.uk. I like the way my voice goes up an octave or two as I hit the end of the sentence. Strange that, isn't it? Well, that's the DJ part of me coming out strong. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. Retro Robbins and his 8-bit raving crew. Yeah, and of course, big thank you to you. Thank you to all my new subscribers, Dean Jones's Q's and Hot Shot Snooker, who are unofficial sponsors of the channel. Do hope you enjoyed today's show. As always, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Help my channel grow. It's much appreciated, you know. Keeps a little young man like myself, the age of 50, but not in there. I'm going to grow up slowly. Why do I want to grow up fast for? I'm loving what I do here, and I'm hoping you loving what I do too. So, in the meantime, depending on when you watch this, you all have a nice working week or weekend. Stay safe. Until we see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. And bye from Emo too. Emo, say goodbye. He's not listening.